Welcome to This Explainer. Look, as an operations consultant, I am constantly seeing a massive hidden problem in the industry right now. Today, we're going to dive right into why so many growing e-commerce brands are just silently bleeding margin out the back door. And more importantly, exactly how we can use AI to plug those leaks for good. Let's get right into it. So let's start with a really painful reality for a lot of operators out there. You feel like you've finally cracked the code, right? You're generating way more demand than ever, revenue is climbing up and up, and yet, your bank account? It is absolutely not reflecting that growth. Honestly, it feels like you're flying half blind. You're scaling, for sure, but you're somehow scaling into lower profitability. And you have to wonder, why exactly does this happen? Well, most of the advice out there focuses entirely on the front end. We're talking ads, landing pages, optimizing conversion rates. But here is the stark truth. While marketing absolutely creates the initial demand, it's fulfillment that actually protects your business. Think about it. A great paid ad might convince a customer to try your product once, but the operational execution, like did it arrive on time, was it the right item, was the returns process painless, that entire experience is the only thing that ensures they'll ever buy from you again. And this is exactly why front-end metrics can be so incredibly deceiving. You might look at a checkout screen, see a quote-unquote profitable order, and want to pop the champagne. But let's look at what actually happens during the execution phase. That beautiful margin gets eaten alive by hidden operational leaks. We're talking extra pick and pack labor, the cost of reshipping wrong items, and those constantly escalating support tickets. If you don't know your true cost per fulfilled order, your business is literally sitting on a fragile foundation. All right, moving to section 1. When AI marketing actually breaks your business. Things get really dangerous when we start adding shiny new tech into the mix. Right now, a small team can easily use AI to generate copy and launch entire campaigns faster than ever before. But catch this, AI-generated growth is still growth that must be physically fulfilled in the real world. If you pour AI marketing fuel straight onto a fragile backend operation, your business simply hits its breaking point way, way faster. Accelerated marketing combined with weak operations, that's a massive risk. Here's the absolutely crucial takeaway. You literally cannot just layer AI over messy inventory or bad logistics and expect magic to happen. It's just not going to work. If your stock records are wrong today, AI isn't going to save you tomorrow. It will simply speed up your errors and effectively automate your confusion. You're just going to get bad answers much faster. Before AI can actually step in and help, you gotta have fundamental process discipline. You need a rock-solid, reliable operation where orders move through clear steps, day in and day out. That means strict, clean SKU discipline, so you know exactly what inventory you have. It means strong inbound quality control, error-proof picking, standard return processes, and actively measuring how your carriers are performing. AI desperately needs this solid foundation to actually build upon. Which brings us to section 2. The pivot to AI for operational clarity. Okay, so assuming we actually have that basic foundation locked in, how do we use AI to fix our operations instead of just churning out hundreds of product descriptions? The real secret here is that AI in fulfillment is not about some futuristic warehouse robots zipping around. For the vast majority of operators, AI is just an incredibly powerful tool for operational clarity. It's your early warning system to detect those margin-killing patterns way before they spiral completely out of control. I'm not talking about abstract theories here. These are the daily, urgent e-commerce questions that AI should be rapidly firing back answers to. Instead of sitting around waiting for customers to complain, AI can scan your data and instantly tell you, hey, these specific SKUs are dragging down your margin. Or, this particular carrier is totally failing you in this specific region. It gives you the power to act immediately and protect your bottom line. Let's jump into section 3, the pragmatic AI roadmap. Here is the exact, no-nonsense, step-by-step game plan for implementing this kind of AI into your operations. And listen, you absolutely must build these capabilities in this exact sequence. Step 1 is visibility. You have to actually be able to see what's happening. Step 2 is exception management, meaning you fix the anomalies that are broken today. Only after mastering those two do you move on to step 3, which is predicting future demand through forecasting. If you jump straight to forecasting with bad data, you'll just order the wrong inventory. Let's zoom in on step 2 for a second, because honestly, this is your biggest, most immediate quick win. Most operations bleed hours and hours just handling exceptions manually. AI completely changes the game here. By taking all those scattered signals from your warehouse, your carriers, and your support tickets and turning them into one single prioritized list. Instead of making your team check 10 different systems every morning, AI hands them a clear daily hit list of stuck orders to solve. It focuses your limited human attention right on what matters most. To really pull this off, we need a massive mindset shift around customer support and returns. Most businesses treat them as a nuisance, right? Just unavoidable costs or passive reverse flows. But the smartest operators know the real truth. Support tickets and return reasons are actually your most valuable operational sensors. They are real-time, completely unfiltered feedback loops telling you exactly where your fulfillment process is breaking down. Because let's face it, customers complain in the messiest, most unstructured ways possible, across emails, chats, reviews, you name it. By using AI to summarize all those scattered, noisy signals, you can instantly connect a frustrated customer directly to an upstream failure. If 10 customers suddenly say an item arrived broken, AI highlights that pattern immediately, pointing you straight to the root cause, like, say, poor packaging from one specific supplier, so you can go fix it right at the source. Finally, Section 4, the payoff, or the speed of operational learning. So let's step back. We've organized our data, we're crushing exception management, and we're officially treating support as a sensor. What is the ultimate payoff for all this work? It's this. The companies that win in the long run aren't just the ones with the flashiest ads. The real unfair competitive advantage is your speed of operational learning. It's your ability to connect demand signals to inventory, spot failures early, and adjust your processes way before you repeat a really expensive mistake. AI is simply the engine that accelerates that learning curve. Your action plan for this week is super pragmatic. Don't try to boil the ocean or transform everything overnight. Pick just one recurring pain point. Maybe it's a spike in delayed orders or a wave of returns for a specific item. Gather the real data on it and use AI simply to summarize those patterns so you can make a better, more informed management decision. Improve your operational judgment first, and only then should you start looking at automating it. I want to leave you with this one final thought to evaluate your own operation right now. Are you scaling with control, or are you just scaling into chaos? Because as AI makes the front end of e-commerce faster, cheaper, and way more competitive, the businesses that actually survive will be the ones that execute flawlessly on the back end. If you can't fulfill reliably, your growth is just going to become incredibly expensive. Look, if you want to turn your back office from a margin leak into a strategic growth engine, we really should talk. Reach out, let's get your operations running with some real clarity and get your business truly ready to scale. Thanks so much for watching this explainer.